HOA Karen slammed through my fence claiming inspection authority nobody granted her ever legally. Dust rose dramatically as her SUV stopped crooked, engine revving, confidence roaring louder. I stepped outside calmly, sunrise behind fields, clipboard theatrics already beginning nearby. She shouted bylaws, citations, inspections, ignoring boundary markers and posted private property signs. Neighbors filmed quietly, sensing escalation brewing like storms rolling across cane fields. I radioed my crew, voice steady, documenting collision damage and trespass professionally first. Karen demanded access, claiming emergency powers, inventing hazards with impressive theatrical urgency. I pointed to cameras, survey stakes, and the crushed fence line silently. She laughed, assuming farmers fold when confronted by clipboards and louder voices. The sugarcane loader idled nearby, parked legally, bright orange against green rose. I positioned it slowly, carefully, creating a safe perimeter around damaged property. Karen yelled again, accusing intimidation, while refusing requests to exchange insurance information. I blocked her exit without contact, loader forming a visible, legal barrier. Silence replaced, shouting as she realized movement options suddenly disappeared completely. I called authorities reporting a collision, trespass, and refusal to cooperate. Dispatch confirmed units en route, advising everyone remain stationary for safety. Karen phoned the HOA, whispering urgently, confidence draining minute by minute. Neighbors gathered closer, drawn by flashing lights and official radios crackling. Officers arrived, separating statements, measuring tire marks, photographing fence damage meticulously. Karen attempted explanations, contradictions stacking faster than broken fence boards. Body cameras captured everything, including her earlier inspection claims unraveling publicly. Officers asked for HOA jurisdiction proof. None applied to agricultural land. Her SUV insurance lapsed, discovered during routine checks embarrassingly. The report shifted tone, now clearly documenting fault and violations. One provided surveys, permits, and maintenance logs calmly, professionally. Karen received citations for trespass, reckless driving, and false reporting. HOA representatives arrived late, immediately distancing themselves from her actions. The loader stayed parked, untouched, doing nothing except enforcing boundaries visually. Fence repairs were ordered, costs assigned, timelines documented officially. Karen's voice softened, realizing consequences travel faster than authority fantasies. Neighbors whispered approval, satisfaction spreading quietly across the crowd. Officers cleared the scene, thanking cooperation, reminding everyone of property rights. The loader moved away, job done, without ever lifting anything dangerously. Karen drove off slowly, humbled, citations folded like confessions. HOA emails followed, apologetic, promising retraining and revised inspection protocols. My attorney replied once, attaching the police report and invoices. Silence followed, heavy, permanent, unmistakably final. Fence repairs began next morning, stronger posts, reinforced gates installed. Neighbors stopped by, offering help, coffee, and quiet congratulations. The story traveled fast, warning boards about farms outside HOA fantasies. Karen avoided the road afterward, eyes forward, clipboard gone. HOA newsletters suddenly emphasized cooperation, legality, and jurisdiction boundaries. I returned to work, fields stretching calm under open sky. Cameras stayed rolling, documentation replacing confrontation permanently. Authority corrected itself without force, shouting, or reckless retaliation. Insurance checks arrived, covering every plank, hinge, and post. The fence stood taller, straighter, unmistakably respected afterward. Neighbors felt safer knowing boundaries were enforceable legally. Karen's inspections ended abruptly, reassigned to paperwork duty indoors. HOA meetings shortened, drama budgets quietly slashed. The loader returned to harvesting, doing actual work again peacefully. No lawsuits followed, just lessons learned publicly. Trespass signs stayed visible, freshly painted, unchallenged. Fields rustled, indifferent to suburban power games entirely. Morning routines resumed without sirens or shouting. Documentation proved stronger than threats ever could be. The road stayed quiet afterward, respected by everyone. Karen never mentioned inspections again. Boundaries held, both physical and legal. Neighbors trusted process over confrontation from then on. The farm thrived, Uninterrupted, productive, calm. HOA boards nearby reconsidered aggressive enforcement ideas quickly. Rumors faded, replaced by cautionary respect. Cameras remained, silent witnesses ensuring peace. The fence aged well, a reminder standing firm. Authority belongs where law places it, nowhere else. Karen learned that lesson the hard way. The loader stayed innocent, never misused or blamed. Accountability settled everything cleanly. No revenge required, just reports, permits, and patience. The system worked when allowed to. Calm replaced conflict permanently. Property lines stayed sacred. Farmers slept easier. Inspectors stayed invited only. Clipboards lost their menace. Documentation gained respect. The fence became legend locally. Karen became quieter. HOA power shrank appropriately. Fields stayed free. Work continued uninterrupted. Law stayed clear. Boundaries stayed enforced. Cameras stayed rolling. Lessons stayed learned. Peace stayed planted. Authority stayed earned. Trespass stayed costly. Respect stayed mutual. Mornings stayed calm. The loader stayed parked responsibly. Nobody lifted anything dangerously. Nobody needed to. Justice arrived politely. Documentation closed the case. Silence followed satisfaction. Defense stood strong. When the farm stayed sovereign,